Hey guys, I'm Angel MERINO from ModaMob. Now when I think of a smoky eye, I think of none other than Kim Kardashian. Coming up, I'm going to show you how to achieve a Kim-inspired eye look, perfect for a night in the town or an evening with your girlfriends. Now, some of you guys may associate Kim Kardashian with her signature highlighting contour. I've actually covered that topic in another one of my videos here in this beauty series, so make sure you guys check that out. But today we're gonna focus on a little bit more of her sexy smoky eye side. We're gonna start off with a little bit of eye primer. My go-to favorite is this paint pot from MAC in the shade Painterly. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this product with my synthetic brush. I always like to use the back of my brush to scoop some out and place it on my hand. Just because these are so air sensitive, you never want them to dry out. So I always like to work from either a petri dish or if I'm working on myself, the back of my hand. Now, very little goes a long way with this product. So I'm just gonna take very, very little. And I'm gonna run this all over my eyelids into my crease, just like this. Now, I kind of like to pat it over my lid, and then going towards my crease, I really make sure to buff and blend it out. Make sure in the inner part of the eye, you really diffuse that product out, and towards the outer corners of the eyes as well. Now that you've got your eye primer on, it's time to move on to a little bit of shadow. I'm gonna take one of my favorite blending brushes. This is from MAC, and it's a brush number 224. The first color that we're gonna start off with is Soft Brown, which is also an eyeshadow from MAC. The way that I like to work with eyes, I always start in the crease first, and I work my way towards the lid. So the first color we're gonna use is Soft Brown. I'm gonna dip this brush into this color, get a nice saturation on my brush. And I'm gonna start to really run and blow this out into my crease. I like to start from the outer corner of my eye, just kind of working a back and forth motion. And then slowly and gradually start working my way towards the inner corner of my eye. Just like that. And now, because of the shape of the brush, it's gonna do all of the work for you. You're not gonna feel the need to go in and do too much because of the shape. It just hugs the eye really nicely, and it just makes sure that this color is really nice and diffused. Now, since this is the first color that I'm using in my crease, I wanna make sure that this color is really diffused, really blown out, and just really nice and saturated all over my crease. Just like that. Soft Brown is definitely one of my go-to colors. It's one of those shades that you can literally pair with anything. Whenever you have a color at home and you don't know what to use to blend it out, Soft Brown is definitely a go-to and a must-have, and it's a color that's gonna work with anything across the board. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. You really wanna make sure that you start from the outer corner of the eye when placing that product, and then slightly start to shift your way towards the inner corner of the eye as well. And again, since this is the first color that we're placing in the crease, we're gonna make sure that it's really nice and buffed out and really diffused, really blended. So since I'm using Soft Brown currently, I'm also gonna run Soft Brown underneath my lash line. I'm gonna use this brush. This is in the number 214 from MAC. I'm gonna pick up some of this product with this brush, and I'm just gonna run it underneath my lash line. So what we're really doing and creating, we're really haloing this color all around the eyes, running it all over the crease and then really saturating it underneath the lash line. It should almost hug the eye completely, and it's really gonna halo and start to create the warmth that we want for our eyes. Just like that. I'm doing this just by running my brush side to side. Nothing too crazy or too difficult. I really kind of want to get the pigment of the color going underneath my eyes. Once I've placed it with that, I'm going to go back in with my blending brush that I used for my crease with the same color, and I'm going to just really finish diffusing and buffing that color out underneath my eyes. Again, we really want that color, that soft brown, to really halo all over the eyes. So you almost want to feel as though as you take it into your crease, in the inner part of your eye and the outer part of your eye, it just swoops down to the bottom. Just really hugs and halos the entire eye, just like that. Really blown out and really diffused. Now that that soft brown is completely hugging the eyes in the crease and underneath the lash line, we're gonna start to add a little bit more definition to the crease using this color, Swiss Chocolate from MAC. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't feel too comfortable using the same brush, you can actually use a brush that's a little bit smaller than this to create more definition. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same brush. This is, again, 224 from MAC. I'm just gonna swirl in my eyeshadow. And I'm gonna place this into my crease, but I'm gonna do this in a way that it makes sense. I'm gonna be very mindful and very careful not to place this color up above the first color that I've already laid down. So this is gonna create more definition, so you wanna be really strategic with the placement. So again, I'm staying in the outer corner of my crease, not taking it up too high, so that it starts to interlap too much with that first color. You really want things to look blended, so you have to be strategic in placement so that it blends out into that first crease color that we laid down. You can start seeing a little bit more definition, but you can still see that first color that we laid down on the edge, which is what really allows this makeup to look really blended and really smoky. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. Place it on the outer corner of my eye. So now that we started to add a little bit more of that definition to our crease, I'm also gonna take this color and I'm gonna run it all over my eyelid. I'm gonna do that by taking my blending brush and placing it on its side and just running it across my entire lid. And then once that's done, just finish really diffusing that color into my crease. You can really start seeing the eyes really warm up and the lid be really saturated with warmth, and it just diffuses really nicely into the crease. Now again, I'm gonna pick up some of that product with my brush. I'm gonna lay it on its side while I move on to the other eye. Place it all over my lid and then blend it into the crease. Now, just like we did with the previous color, we're gonna run a little bit of this Swiss chocolate underneath my lashes. Again, we're just really starting to warm up and really start to create that definition underneath the lash line as well. Now, to really kick up the drama, we're gonna add a little bit of Embark. This is another eyeshadow from MAC to add just a little bit more warmth to our crease and really take this look to the next level. I'm gonna use my same brush, my 224, swirl in here and apply it in my crease. Now with this color, I'm gonna be really strategic and I just kinda wanna stay more towards the outer corner of my eye. I'm not really bringing it all the way into the crease, just really pretty much staying on the outer corner of the eye. can really see how the eyes really start to come together. All right, so now that we've added a little bit more drama to the eyes, we're gonna add a little bit more glam by using this pressed pigment from MAC. This is in the shade Deeply Dashing. Now, what I really love about these pressed pigments is you're really able to take your look to the next level. I find that it works best when I use my finger as opposed to using a brush, because with brushes, there can be a lot of fallout. I'm just gonna place my finger in here. And the texture of the product is a little bit more creamier, almost a little bit wet, if you will. And I'm just gonna pat this all over my eyelids, just like this. Now what this is gonna do, it's gonna add a little bit more of a bronze effect to my eye, but at the same time, it also has a little bit of a high reflex glitter. So it's just gonna kick up the eyes and it's gonna add a lot more drama, but at the same time, a lot more glamour. Now you guys should totally be able to tell the difference when I close my eyes. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't like too much of a high sparkle or shine, you might want to skip this step and just kind of keep it a little bit more matte like on this side. But if you're somebody that does love the glamour and all of that extra goodness, you can totally add it and you'll get more of this effect here. Now I'm just going to place it on the other eye. And now again, with my finger, I'm literally just tapping it all over my lid. Just like that. So now once that's done, it's time to curl your lashes and add some mascara. Now, something that's really signature to Kim is her lashes. If you don't have full lashes, this is the perfect opportunity for you to bust out your favorite pair of falsies. Now, even though I'm not applying any, my favorite pair that would complement this look best are these lashes from Flutter Lashes, and these are in the style Gabriella. And they're perfect because they're nice and wispy, and they're a nice sleek pair, so they have a natural cut. So when you put them on your eyes just look 10 times more glamorous and luxurious. Now, the last thing that we're gonna do to really complete this look and really bring it in and hit that home run is we're gonna do some eyeliner on the waterline and really make sure to smudge and diffuse it out to really get that sexy, sultry effect going on the eyes. So I'm gonna use this liner from MAC, and this one is in the color Feline. It's perfect, it's nice and creamy, so it glides on really smoothly, but at the same time, it gives you a little bit of playtime to really smudge it out. So I'm just gonna take this, and I'm gonna run this inside of my waterline. Just like that. And actually on my actual lash line, slightly below. Just like that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pencil brush and I'm gonna smudge this liner out. And I'm gonna do that by just running my pencil brush back and forth all over that liner. And again, you're gonna have the control of how far down you wanna bring this. So do it in a way that's comfortable for you and that's wearable for you. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna run this along my waterline and on my lash line. And smudge it out with our pencil. So now you can smudge this out. Now as you can see, it really, really intensifies the eyes and it really kicks up that drama. So if you're somebody that isn't comfortable wearing this much makeup on your eyes or don't want something this dramatic, you can consider switching out the black liner for a brown liner or just completely skipping this step as a whole. Now I really want to play on the drama and really, really get that sultriness and the smokiness going. So I love to do this, and this is definitely something that's gonna make a world of difference and what's really gonna kick up that makeup to something more evening and something more flirty and sexy. Now the last thing you wanna do to make sure that everything's really nice and blended and really cohesive, we're gonna go back in with that 224 brush that we used in our crease, and I'm gonna pick up that second shade that we applied on our eyes, which is that Swiss Chocolate. I'm gonna pick it up with my brush, and I'm gonna run this along the edge of the black liner that we just placed to just really make sure it looks really nice and blended and really diffused. Just like that, and I'm just running it side to side. And as you can see, it just really kicks up that drama. Just really allows everything to look a little bit more blended. Just makes everything come together. I'm just running it side to side. Now, the very last thing we're gonna do to really complete the eyes is coat your bottom lashes with a generous coat of mascara. The more lashes, the better. Now that we're all done, you're ready for your big night out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of my beauty series only here on ModaMob. I'm Angel Merino. I'll see you guys next time.